Good morning. Is anyone around? Hello. Oh, hang on. I'm going to get my drink while I'm here. Oh, got two people. Sorry, I was out there getting me drink. How very dare I? How very dare I? Good morning, afternoon. How the devil are we? We've got Liz, Nicola. Oh, same one. Afternoon. Oh, hello, Paul. Hey, I'm liking the buzz cut, mate. You look like a criminal now. Now you look good. It looks good. It looks really good. Suits you. Liz, Julie, Sandra. I tell you what, I'm going to, when this all, whatever, pans out, I'm going to take my hairdressing back up because you'll learn a bomb. No, I'm only joking. It's just, everybody seems to be reverting back to the old bowl. Hi, Dawn, Linda, Sue, Truda. You remember? My mum used to cut my hair. Oh. Do you know that traumatises me now? Thinking about it, I go, ooh. She used to cut my hair. I'll trim your fringe for you. Hiya, Emma. Hiya, Sue, Leanne. Oh, Les, I'm sorry. She used to have a fringe, right? And she used to cut it. Hi, Wendy. Auntie Lou. Sam. Hi, Lisa. And she used to cut it. And, your fringe, right, you'd want it about here, wouldn't you? When you was a kid, you'd want it here. And then when you realised you couldn't see sod all, you'd want it there. But just still so that your eyelashes were flicking it up, if you had any. Then your mum said, no, you had to have it here, on your eyebrows. Hello, Marilyn, Raina, Sue. So your mum would say, no, you got to have it up here, and your dad says, I don't care, just do what you want to. And he'd be like this, shaking his head. We sat on telly watching some sort of wrestling, Big Daddy and all that, and Shirley Appletree or whatever his name was. He was Shirley. Didn't know it was a man's name. Anyway, so I'd be there cutting. So I'd start off, and it'd be like that. And I look like a new romantic, or don't you want me, babe, like that. So anyway, it'd be like, oh, it'd be all right if I sat there like that, but I couldn't. So anyway, she'd say, oh, trim it up again. Trim it up again. I'll straighten it for you. So then it'd be like that. So each time it was going. And in the end, I ended up with a fringe that big on my head. Like tufts. That was it, when you go to school like with it plastered on your head with Brill cream. I don't really look like a knobhead, but... Oh, sorry, I don't really look like a silly person with this sack stuck on my head, but I had to. Oh, it's horrible. Horrible. Hair cutting. Terrible. Traumatic. Then there was the bowl. Oh, that was for... You wanted purdy. Oh, I know how to do purdy. Purdy haircut. Oh, my God. Purdy haircut. Get that bloody bowl. That's not big enough. She'd put another Pyrex on me head. That's not big enough. Get another one on her head. I'd end up there with the biggest bowl. God knows what she'd had in it, you know what I mean? And she'd plonk it on my head, and it... like that. And it didn't matter whether it's straight or not, because you just went like that with your hair. And then Paul's just reminded me. Hi, Joanne, Sam, Claire, Patty, Eva. I'm just trying to go back through a few. Who's laughing the red off? Emma, Hannah, Tracy Ann, Debbie. Right, you'd end up, wouldn't you? You'd end up traumatised, never going out again. But the purdy, we all had one of them. And then you progressed from the purdy, didn't you, to the one-sided Philoka. Do you remember that? The one-sided Philoka. And you used to have it down here, like that, all covering his face, and then short here. And then Paul's just reminded me, curtains. like that. And then in Manchester, everybody had the flick. Oh, shit, sorry. The flick. You used to flick your head like that. Can you see what you're doing? No, flick. Then your mum would say, come here, you're going to get squint eye. And she'd try and put a clip in your hair, like you're clipping your hair like that. Holding onto your head like that, clipping your hair. And you'd be like, get off! Get off! Get that clip out of my hair, like stuffing that on your head. Get off, mate! Anyway, traumatised. Well, I don't know if we're going to have that many, because it's nice out there. I know you can't go out, but you might be able to sit with the door open. I am really, seriously finding it hard. I don't know about yous lot. Every day is Groundhog Day, isn't it? It's not funny anymore. It's not a laugh. I can't be bothered to do anything, and when I do, it's rubbish. And it's like, oh, can't be bothered, I'll do it 10 minutes later, I've finished. It's just all this, and it's mentality sort of like closing down on you. So you really have to come to terms with it, don't you? And it's a little bit hard to come to terms with all at once, all this stuff that you've taken for granted. I know, I think it was Kate Chandler who said, you know, it makes us realise, I can't remember her exact words, but it makes us realise how little we do need. And, you know, and it comes down to what we think we need isn't really what we need. And it goes back to basics, doesn't it? Which I think is a really good thing. Well, everyone's got a letter from Boris. I think you've probably all got one this morning. And regardless of whether you like him or not, as a person, it does not matter. As a soul on this earth, if he's poorly, yes, it matters. We want everybody. We're very, very, very minus. I can't even think, apart from certain terror people or certain people who've hurt other people. I can't imagine wanting anyone hurt. So, God rest, you know, the souls we've lost, but goodness me, some silly comments coming around. But anyway, yeah, so we've had this about taking time to think about it. I'll go and get mine. 1 minute. Not like you're going anywhere, is it? What a stupid thing to say. Wait there. Wait there. What a stupid thing to say. It's just habit, isn't it? Wait there. Hang on a minute. Where am I going to go in? And it's... We're going to keep this because it'd be weird to look back on it. You know, and when we get our reminders in a couple of years, like, oh, this is what you did on such and such a day in 2020, you'd be like, pull my neck. And it's come about, if too many, realising about the lockdown, if too many people become unwell at one time, it will kill the National Health Service. Bear in mind that, you know, it's the best in the world in my opinion. So staying at home is the answer to sort of bringing it. It's not there to stop it, because you've got to let it take its toll, but it's got to stop so it's more manageable. If that's crazy, that's crazy. But and then there was some of the things, you know, the symptoms. The problem is, when you read stuff like this, you get it all at once. Oh, no, but you do. It's nature. You do. You self-isolate. I mean, I've been feeling rough the last few days, but there again, I want to know whether it's this or whether it's my other complaints. I don't know. So you've got to be really careful what you say. So, yeah, this is an interesting, and it's quite down to earth, and it makes it sort of really understandable how to go to work. It doesn't mention sunbathing there, so, but it's just use your noggin, innit? And Mark mentioned to me before, he says it's really poignant, isn't it, that he's released this with this help, and he's in intensive care at the moment. As nobody, no colour, no creed, no age, nothing, background, don't mean anything. It can be anyone and everyone. So please stay a little bit strong in this part by adhering to what the rules say, because it is there for everybody. Right, I've got to lighten the load a little bit today. because we've got a thing to do for the next few days. Right, I'll explain what's happening. I've got a one-day special coming up, but I've not had the shipment due to all the things arriving from Holland. So I'm here waiting for it. So it's a bank holiday weekend. It's going to be a bit crap. So I am waiting now for this delivery. So I'm hoping that it comes tomorrow so that I can do the demos, download everything. It takes a full day to download them. And then send it off so that they can do it. So it's a bank holiday weekend. So I might not be able to do this tomorrow, but I'm hoping, keep my fingers crossed that we can. So I'm going to give out some stuff that I've already got sort of pulled out. And I'm just going to mention it for a challenge, right? So what we said was we'd all pull out the same sort of things, and then we can sort of all work together on it. So what I pulled out of was the quote, the what's the word? The influence is a memorable school day, right? So it's memorable. I've got a house full of pens. Right. Right. Next thing is, we said, oh, I do remember the Lady Di cut, yeah, I remember that, everyone, Lady Di, yeah, we all wanted hair like, she had good hair though, didn't she? So, memorable school day. The colours that I picked out was orange. Oh, this pen, hang on. Are you ready? Orange, I know you're going to love me for this. Purple, actually they're perfect together. And lime. Now, those were all the colours that were sort of like on my desk, and I didn't put them on sticks. So we've got memorable school day, orange, purple and lime. And we want to add some, and the other one, what was it? Sketching or drawings? Add sketching. It was add sketching. So we're going to do anything influenced by that. But I've got this book, which is quite funny. Yeah, Karen, yeah. Cutting your kid's fringe should be classed as a major crime, in my opinion. Or if you do it, she said she kept frowning, so it kept going wrong. Well, you would, wouldn't you? Like eyebrows like that, be like, oh, get off me. Here we go. I've just picked that out. Oh, look. And it's one of my favourites. I always go, right, are you ready? And the quote I thought we could use is a Blake one, which I think is absolutely amazing. I think it's really apt, and that is, to see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. That's pretty much what we're doing at the moment, innit? So I thought we could do a bit of a thing tomorrow on memorable school day using orange, purple and lime, add sketching, and we could also use Auguries of Innocence by William Blake. So, oh no. Yeah, so it's to see the world in a grain of sand. I'll get the proper thing. To see the world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wild flower. Hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. Brilliant. Brilliant. No wonder they're classic. I've got all these. Some of these are really funny here. Some of these. Oh, I've got the love and sex bit. Stop. Right, next thing on my list. I had a lovely message to everybody from a certain master, Cody MacDonald, and it was absolutely lovely. Thanking me for doing this, which that's neither here nor there, but thanking you all for being so generous. And it was so nice that, and he wants to be my friend on Facebook, so that was quite nice, because, you know, his mum's an important member of this group. So once again, Codette, thank you very much, and I'm sure everybody's so pleased that you're okay, and you can get that jacket, your favourite jacket again. Oh. Anyway, thought I'd show you a couple of more books. Now this one, I've got two Limperella, but this one is, I use this permanently in school. Artists and Journal Sketchbooks. This is an amazing book, and it is. Limperella says, express, expound, experiment. Begin a visual journey or sketchbook and take a meaningful and rewarding journey. Explore the richness of personal pages that reflect the real you. Now, I've had this for years and years and years, and I've even got it autographed. Yay! And this is brilliant, and the other one is, but this, this is absolute. I'll give you a quick flick through. This is, oh my word, oh my word, oh my word, oh my word. It is such an absolutely brilliant, it really is an amazing go-to for journals and all the different artwork in journals and all the different things you can do. Absolutely brilliantly. I'm a friend, I've met her a couple of times now, and she's wonderful. But this book I had to take to get autographed with my other one as well. So absolutely stunning. And that's called Exploring and Creating Personal Pages by Lynn Perella, and it's Artists, Journals and Sketchbooks. So it's by Lynn Perella, and I've got her stamps as well that are amazing. And you'll get her stamps from Paper Artsy. I know Paper Artsy do them. Do amazing Limperella stuff, and she's really funky with it. She's quite sort of steampunk. She's sort of good. She's not steampunk as in like cogs and wheels, but all the things that they thought of. So that's that one. The next one, Julia Andress, is absolutely. This is for the people who want to mess about, who want to create. This one's called Paper Transformed, Julia Andress. So, the ultimate paper designer's handbook has arrived, and it really is. Learn to make more than 100 different beautiful handmade papers. And when I say handmade papers, she sort of, if I can show you what she'll do, is she's at the back, she shows you how you make it. I'm not very good at this. It's really quite difficult. So, you'll get the book, you'll get the page, right? And then she'll break down all she's done and how to do it. So it's really clever. That's at the back. Then at the front, she gives you proper recipes, right? So, I mean, I love that. I know Tamara would like that. Tamara Hogan would like that one. I just think that's so cool with handmade papers. But then she goes on to do, like, faux glass technique, like that, and then she goes on to do shading with pastels, not just ordinary stuff, making paper paste, how to make it and what to use. Some of the American language, don't worry, it is the equivalent. So spackle is polyfiller and all that, so you get to know. So those are the two that I'm going to promote this time. Again, I'm not being paid for it. I just think if you're going to spend money on books, you might as well get really good books that somebody else has reviewed, and you trust me to review them. So thank you to these. So it's Artist Journals and Sketchbooks by Lynn Perella, and the other one is Paper Transformed by Julia Andress. So, and then tomorrow, all willing, is we're going to do something on a memorable school day, orange, purple and lime, add some sketching, and then to see a world in a grain of sand. Yep. So I'm going to get off because there's so many people on now interacting that you can only be on for 10 minutes before everyone's fed up of you. So I'm really, really glad that you're still watching. I am going to, but I think it'll start next week. I'm going to move on to my own platform, only because it's going to clog all this up. Clog, you know what I mean, all this up. So if I go to my own page, everyone can share it if they want to. And that's it really. Be safe, be sensible, and you know, and read this, because like, don't forget, this guy, the Prime Minister, is in intensive care. So take care, and I will see you, whether you like it or not, tomorrow. If I could turn this off.